What's up guys, Sliptrickout here, and today is a very weird video of some gameplay on Team Fortress 2 that me, my friend AG, and my friend Samantha were playing last night, and we met these guys, and we were having a lot of fun just talking to them, and we ended up telling like weird stories and stuff like that, and some of them were fake, some of them were true, but I decided to record it anyway, just because it was really funny. Uh, and that's why I really like this game, because you can do stuff like this. If you were to do something like this on Call of Duty, it just wouldn't be possible. So a lot of my funny moments videos might come from TF2, just because there's more to do, and I have more friends on Steam than I do on Xbox. So yeah, just something to look forward to. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was pretty weird, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And that's all I have to say.
Wins,
Enjoy the
I
video.
will restart the story. I'm not done with it, Critter. So, once upon a time, there was a red scout named Thothbot. He was very desperate. I can't take myself seriously, I'm sorry. Okay. He was a very desperate... Yes, you were saying something, Thougbot? The protagonist of the story, my dear stalk, were you saying something?
No, but I just kind of accidentally put my finger on the top key. Please continue.
So, this scout Thothbot, this red scout Thothbot, was a very desperate and very, let's say, enduring and very persistent scout.
Does this person have a teammate who is also a scout?
In one simple little mission that involved the opposing team, a little organization called Blue Team. This mission was very simple, as I had already stated. I'm repeating myself and damn it, okay.
Humiliation.
So, this story was, this mission was very simple. All he had to do was steal the briefcase, which was full of the porn that all the Blue Team members watched.
Right.
Wait,
Attempt to bring it
wait.
to their
Does
base where
Thoughtspot
there was
have a
red
red
porn.
teammate who is also a scout?
Much like this.
I'm getting to that.
Okay,
So this is
okay.
what's happening in the story,
However,
so
this
do go on.
mission, albeit simple, was very difficult. And that is because there was a very other persistent and other desperate scout on Blue Team called Racerman, who was willing to protect his team's porn at any cost.
Right.
They had many an epic, usually involving scatterguns, shotguns, rockets, flamethrowers, pistols, frying pans, statues that are hypocritical and are called the Stolen Vow for some reason. For the love of God, get out of the way. 8 versus 1 matches, with poor Racer Ram taking most of the suffering. Must I remind you, for the love of God, why are you killing me?
I'm not, I'm just bonking you.
And to top it all off, to put the little cherry on the cake, heavies. Lots and lots of miniguns and heavies.
Let's make it happen.
Subscribe my Critter.
Everyone right
Okay,
now.
I'm sorry I shot you by accident. Critter, can you add me before you go? Thanks.
Oh, so is that the story?
See ya, critter.
No, but
TTYL,
I'm
mate.
not done with it. For the love of God, please leave me alone. Don't shoot me.
okay.
I'm not done. I mean,
Okay.
see ya, scrubs. Bye, Critter.
Goodbye, Critter. I'll miss you, Critter.
I'll continue the story. So, during all these epic battles, one outcome was usually the common outcome. The outcome was usually that Red Team won, and Thoughtspot was able to watch all the porn he wanted. But Racer Ram had quite enough, so he started developing skills.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite part of the match. Was the porn.
He started using scatterguns like a goddamn pro, like a 360 MLG scoper.
Right.
And was attempting and was success-wrecking everyone. Managed to take the porn back, and not take his porn back, but also William's porn, and he was the one winning and deciding the outcomes.
Indeed.
But in the end, the Blue Team and Red Team decided to come to an agreement. They would simply leave each other's goddamn porn alone and live on with their lives.
Now I've got a story, and this one, it's a true story. It's actually happened to me. Do you care to hear my tale?
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. So let me set the scene for you. The year is 2012. My friends John, Aaron, and I, not the Game Grumps, but my friends John, Aaron, and I went to go to the mall because the Wii U had just come out. We all had enough money to buy it.
Okay.
So we were like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, we have got to go see.
Wait.
Or
Dot spot. I just want
what?
to point out we
Yeah.
broke this agreement with Racer. I took the briefcase
Yeah.
again.
You
That
did.
was
I
rude.
noticed.
Anyways, so we all go to the mall. Now Aaron just got his license. He is very protective of his brand new car. So when we get to the mall, he parks all the way on the other side of the parking lot to like avoid other cars. Now keep in mind, this is a huge fucking parking lot, like at least like an acre wide. It's huge. So Aaron decides he's going to stay behind with the car, make sure no one scratches it. So John and I move on and go to the mall. So we get about halfway across the parking lot when John turns to me and says, Nick, dude, I'm pretty sure that this old woman behind us is following us. And I say to John, listen man, this is a one-way street. There's no other way. This is the only door on the way in. She's not following us. She's just trying to get into the building. So we get to the door. Once again, John turns me around and says, look, this old woman is still following the two of us. I'm scared, Nick. So I say, listen, again, this is the door. She's only trying to get into the mall. There's no other way in, you dipshit, so just deal with it. So we get about halfway through the mall to like where the GameStop is. And once
Slipshot, we
again,
have an
John...
agreement.
Once again,
I broke
John
the agreement.
turns me around and says, listen, this old woman has followed us throughout the entire mall. This is actually starting to get weird. So I turn around and sure enough, she's still following us at a mild pace, only maybe 3 or 4 yards behind us. So I'm like, alright, yeah, this is getting kind of weird, but you know, whatever. She's probably just doing her thing. Let's just not bother her. So we walk into the GameStop. He immediately runs and is caressing the Wii U like a small child. And I go to look at the games. So it's at this point that I look at the old
Killing
woman.
you, Slipshot, if you stop killing me. Move
That'd
on.
be a good agreement.
Agreed.
So I look to my left.
We have taken the enemy intelligence.
I look to my left, and sure enough, this old woman is standing next to me, who slowly looks up at me and then quickly looks back at the game that she has in her hands, which is Lego Star Wars. And she's doing this like she thinks she's sly, like she's, you know, taking a peek at me or something. But she's looking at me and I can see it. So I'm freaked out. I realize this old woman might actually be following us. So I say to John, listen, let's just buy this shit we need and let's just get going. So John and I keep walking. We get about halfway through the mall and once again, John says, alright, you have an agreement. Once again, John goes, alright, what?
Okay. Thank you. Leave that thing alone.
I didn't mean to pick it up. Anyways,
Okay.
so John once again turns me around and says, alright, listen, Nick, this lady is still fucking following us, man. There's no two ways about it. She's followed us. She's, like, stepped in our steps this entire time. Just keep going. So we get to the front door. I'm freaked out. John is freaked out. Aaron's all the way on the other side of the fucking, you know, he's all the way at the other side of this huge parking lot. So John says, alright Nick, I think we need to confront this old lady because she's still fucking following us. So I say to John, alright, if that's really what you want to do. So I turn around and I say to the lady, listen, what do you want from us? We came here only to buy a game and have fun times with friends. And you're being some kind of dastardly devil and following us throughout this mall. What is your purpose? And the old woman says to me, listen, you look exactly like my grandson Nathan, who was recently killed in the war. You look exactly like him, and I thought you might be him. It is at this point that I begin to feel a deep sorrow within my gut. As I say, I am so sorry. I didn't realize that this was your situation. The old woman then approaches me for a hug. I look at John, unable to figure out what's going on, and I yell, "Run," at the top of my lungs. It is at this point that John and I are running down this parking lot as the woman, 90-something years old, incredibly old, begins running faster than us. So we start screaming, Aaron, get in the fucking car, dude. We gotta go. Turn it on, get the doors open. We gotta go.
Oh my god.
So John trips me like the asshole he is. And he makes it to the car, and John and Aaron fucking drive away. So I'm running from this old lady as I'm on the ground trying to crawl away, and she latches onto me, and she starts pulling my leg, which is what I've been doing to
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Best story, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I did not expect that.
I didn't
That
see it
one
coming,
took
but
me
I
a
didn't
couple
see it coming,
seconds to
so
realize.
I did not expect that.
Okay,
slightly
you want to hear
suspicious,
something
but I was
from
expecting
for
that.
one of my stories?
Right.
This is probably the strangest thing that's ever happened to me. So where I live,
I was gonna
it's a
tell
really
something, but
small
okay.
town, and there's like only a couple hotels, and I believe it's like a Best Western or something. And I'm like, let's say, yeah, I was about like 4 or 5, and it's me and one of my dad's friend's kids. And he says, my dad tells me that we can go outside and use the new badminton equipment we just got. And we're just in the parking lot. I mean, it's not a busy area because I live in a small town. And it's not very busy, so my dad says, you can play in the parking lot with the badminton equipment since it's an open area. Just be safe. And we were. But the way we got in and out of the building was like a back door. We didn't go through the front main lobby entrance. And when we went back through the door, where my dad said the room was, there was like a room with like the Best Western symbol on it. And being small children that we just went into the room. The key card worked on it and everything. It's the room our dad told us to go through. So we go into the room. We take off our shoes and our badminton equipment. We put it down. And we leave the room going to look for my dad, my parents, and his parents because we have no idea where they are. And we go back outside, and there's my dad standing there. And he's like completely like terrified because he has no idea where we were. And come to find out that we went to the wrong room. The key card worked on the door. It was the wrong room.
Oh shit.
We took our
shit.
like we lost all our new equipment that we just got, lost our shoes, and the room didn't even exist in the hotel. I kid you not. This is not a joke. We went into a room that does not exist in a hotel, lost our equipment, and never saw it again. And back then,
What?
it was just a simple mistake that we got lost. But now that I'm older, I'm a little terrified of that hotel now because I still live in that town. And every day when I go to school, I have to drive by it, and I just think of that one time with my friends.
Dude, that's fucked up.
I know, it's so weird, and to this day, they still have no idea what happened to that equipment. All I know is it was a room
Shit.
with like a half sun on it. We opened it up, took our shoes off, put the equipment down, left the room, and that room was never seen again. I kid you not.
Have you ever like asked the administration about it and they were
Yeah,
like, oh,
that's the first thing we did
That's where-
when my dad realized that we had no shoes and we lost the equipment. He's like, well, where's this room? And we said, it's a room with a half sun on it. And they said, there's no such room in this hotel.